him to leave the app and he's not going to accept me, is he? I don't want him to be sad and I don't want him to leave the app, and I absolutely understand what... Here he is. Hello.
You're right, yeah.
Everyone's saying you want to leave and I'm not going to let you leave.
No, do you know what it is, Hayley? It goes two ways, mate. It's either me pull away and, shit's always going to get a little bit shitty and, you know what I mean? Or it's best just to sometimes just go, you know what? Fuck it,
No, you're not going to leave because you've built your own thing, Alex. You've built your own thing over the last 6 months. You've got so many people that love you and adore you. You don't need anyone else. And it's absolutely true that what's happened today is everyone who should have had your back, who you've worked hard to have their back this whole time, you've done so much for people, didn't stand on business. And that's true. And I see that. And it's not as simple as, but I'm friends with both or anything else. No, he's been there since day one, and what happened was wrong. There was death threats made. I don't give a fuck if it was recording. She knew what she was playing and she knew what she was doing. So at that point, I blocked because I'm like, no, you're not doing that in my fucking life. It's that simple, and everyone knows I'm my friend and I sat with her every day, but it's still wrong. It's still
and that's what I mean. Sometimes, even like you're friends with people, you still have to say, you know what, that's wrong. I mean, I'm friends with Corey, you know what I mean? Me and Corey have a laugh, I speak to him off the app. We have a good time, we have a banter. But even when the him and Just Nana situation, and even he acknowledged afterwards that he was in the wrong, even in that instance, even though I'm friends and I speak to Just Nana and I'm friends with Corey, I even said to Corey point blank on the live, that was wrong what you did to Just Nana. Yeah, I don't stand, it's disgusting. And he said, oh, but yeah, but this is what I mean. When right's right, wrong's wrong, regardless, you know what I mean?
We have to look at it like, everyone's skirting around the issue today. Like, I've heard people say, but it wasn't Top Girl's voice. She played the fucking clip. She knew that she had the recording, so she already heard what it said. It wasn't something that happened the moment. She did it. So at that point, she's used your platform to threaten his life. What can't you see about that? That's
it's just for me, it's mad, and it's the people. Look, I'll be real with you, Hayley. I'm from a world where I'm not bothered about the threats. Me, a lot of people are. Me personally, don't give two fucks, and I don't care what she's actually said. What is actually said. I'm more bothered about people not standing on what they've said to me a long time. I'll always have your back, and the fact is that it's the lies around it all as well. And people are going, but he did this, but it was Alex's fault. No, it wasn't. And this is the problem. I've been goaded for fucking weeks, and people have told me off the app, please don't retaliate, Alex, please don't. And I've just sat there and not retaliated and taken it until one day I thought, fuck this. You know what I mean? She's going again. I ain't taking this shit no more. And that's what happened. But I wonder if the creators are going to step up and say, yeah, to be fair, I've told Alex to back off, yeah. I wonder if that happens, but they won't.
I don't understand why it was whether you're bothered about the initial thing or not. Thank you guys for helping me. It was a death threat. It was a death threat, and if it happened to me or it happened to Red or anyone else, everyone would be going, "Oh my god, that's terrible." Because you're a man, everyone's like, "Fuck it, doesn't matter." But your sister and your mother was threatened as well. So why aren't people outraged? They're more outraged about it being on Pearl's platform. That's mad. She ain't asked about being on a platform because she's going to keep Top Girls and Pod her friends. She ain't bothered. So why is everyone else?
It's just annoying, you know what I mean? It's the whole thing's just so frustrating, Hayley, you know what I mean?
I knew what would upset you. I knew it wouldn't be the original thing. It'd be you expecting people to stand on business, people that you've stood on business for time and time again and taken a lot of hate for. So I understand it.
Yeah, it's just, honestly, it pisses me off to the point where is the people that are saying stuff and going, oh, but this and that. Let me tell you now, and I said it with just a minute ago on it in my live, I don't know if he was in there, with Chest. If this was Luke or Red, the whole app is in uproar today.
Yeah, 100%. But I think when people have big platforms and they try to make it sound like less than it is, then all the people watching agree with that because we're influencers, right? We influence what we say in our rooms, and it was very simple today. Yes, you can say yes. I like Top Girl. But what she did was scummy as fuck, and it was wrong. And no one's life should be threatened, especially not Alex's mother, who's done nothing. And that's what should have been said. There's no I don't want to get into it.
But this is my whole point, and this is what I want to say on it. Everyone's been going around the app lately saying we don't stand people mocking domestic violence, people mocking DV and all that stuff. So okay then, so you're calling out that, and everyone should stand with that. No one should agree with DV, obviously. But you've got a man that's saying he's going to go and grape a woman,
yeah,
and all this stuff, and they're going, oh, but it ain't that bad. Oh, okay then. So you're calling out domestic violence, but grape ain't that serious, in your eyes. Me personally, I'm a grown ass man. I don't take, it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. But there's women that are listening saying, My God, a man's threatened to rape a woman. That's mad. When everyone's going, it's okay, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, you lot are mad.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said last night. I said last night, I feel so strongly about it because I cover the cases of rape. I cover the cases of the true victims. And so I'm not going to sit with someone who thinks it's okay to play a voice note to someone threatening that, because then I can't cover the content I do because I can't be fine with that. So those words, people acting like because he said in Albanian, it's not that bad. What if someone had jumped up in the box right now and said to Alex, I'm going to rape your mother? Would you all feel worse about it then? Because
exactly that.
They're like, oh, it's just a voice note. Like, it's even worse because it was pre-recorded and she still fucking played it.
That's what it is. That's just as bad as that you actually saying it yourself, because you have the choice to play it or not. Then it's like you have the choice to say something or not. That's your choice in life. So if you've got that and you know what it means, because obviously she speaks fluent Albanian, so she knew exactly what it said. If you play that, that's the exact same thing as if it comes out of your mouth, because you have that choice to play it or not.
And I feel completely the same way. Like, if it had happened on my platform, I would have blocked instantly, because I'm like, that's my platform, and you've disrespected me as a friend by playing on my platform. The fact that I heard Pearl say today, but it wasn't her that said it, was her husband, so he cut off my platform, I was like, what kind of world are we fucking living in here? Like, are you for real? Like, he also platformed my abuser yesterday, who sought me for 6 months, but that's another story. That was wild to me. I was just like, she played the voice note, so she may as well have said it herself. She backed it that hard that she heard it first and still played it.
Well, and the thing is, the lies around it all as well. When last night she was like, yeah, but Pearl told me not to send the number to my fellow and stuff. But then it come out today, it was after 3 days. She had the number for 3 days and she hadn't sent it him. But she tried to make out last night that as soon as the number was sent, Pearl said don't send it to him. But that wasn't the case. She had the number for 3 fucking days. You know what I mean? Thank you, Nilla.
Did you get the gift and I got the grey cloud?
Yeah,
Really?
I think so.
I thought it was mine. I was like, oh, it's here. Yeah, 100%. Like, it would make it worse. If I got my ex-fella to record a message on here threatening to rape someone and beat them up, and then I've heard that and I think that's cool to play that on social media, regardless of the fact there are women in the comments that have been R-worded, men who have been R-worded, like, I think that's cool to play it, then I'm the fucking problem, not my ex for the message. It's me. I'm playing it.
Yeah, of course. It's just it pisses me off, because at the end of the day, like I said, I'll be real with you. I've heard worse, and I'm you know what I mean, I'm from a place where that I've heard worse. Trust me.
Yeah.
So I'm not bothered about the threats and all that stuff. A lot of people are, because of what was said. That's fair enough. That's that's fair. But for me, it's the issue around people around me and not standing on business, the lies that are being, you know what I mean, spun and all that stuff. What I'm telling you, it's a fact. These are not lies, right? What I'm spitting is the truth, and that's why she had the tears in the box earlier on, and the tears were on, and I said, oh, here we go, here's the tears now, and then she instantly switched them off, and then started going, okay, Alex, okay, and then the tears switched on again, and I thought, I've heard this is what she does. A few people off the app, they've messaged me and said, you know what she's going to do now, and she does it all the time. She gets caught out for doing her shit stirring off the app. She gets caught out for doing all this stuff off, slagging people off, and then she cries to them, and then people feel sorry for her. And that's exactly what she tried to do.
That's the thing, like, I don't care if people cry after the fact. Like, in that situation, she was the perpetrator and you were the victim in it. And regardless of if you're scared of the threat, it was still a threat to life, and it was still a threat to your mum and your sister. And people should not be okay with that. And especially people who are your friends, who you've done so much for. Like, ultimately, it is about standing on business and saying, actually, that's disgusting. I wouldn't like that done to me. It's not okay that's happened to Alex. And regardless, she's a dick for doing it. Like, it's just that simple. I'm so fed up in this app with it. Like, you know, it's not like I'm friends with both sides. There's still something that's happened that's very wrong, and you need to call it out. And if Alex had said that to Top Girl yesterday, I'm coming to your house for your sisters, and everyone would be literally calling him a predator or this or that. Like, how is it?
It'd be worse. It'd be mad. I'd be a DV perpetrator. I'd be the absolute worst of the worst. That's what would have happened.
Let's not forget that she went into Gossip Girls and said that your mum wanted to have sex with her husband, so it was okay.
And she doubled down, saying, "Oh, you better, you better be worried, Alex, and all this stuff." So there was She only apologised today because of the backlash.
She's apologised today because it happened on Pearl's platform. She didn't give a shit about you.
Yeah, of course.
She was in here laughing, wasn't she? Going, oh, scared Alex of the baby. And that's why I blocked her. I said, get the fuck out of here. Like,
Can you,
what are you doing?
is Clout Alert live? Because you can't get in. My boxes are still locked off till.
She tried to ask me if she'd come in, and I didn't know if she knew that I was talking to you, or if we were. I'm trying to. Can someone go over and tell Clout to invite me again, and I'll accept it. Someone said, "Grow up, you pair of paedophiles." Thank you, Daniel. I've just seen your face, and you look like one. So please don't come in here and set to me.
It was in my life. He got blocked.
Yeah, he looked like he was getting over by a fucking lawnmower, fucking wearing glasses. Jog on, Daniel. She's not live. Get Clout to come over here then. I turned down the request because I thought she wanted to battle when I was talking to Alex. I know why you're gutted, and I see it, and I do. I only watched a couple of lives today, and I was expecting people to stand strong on what was wrong and what was right. And I left this morning show because I was just like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And here she is. She invited me again. Sorry, Clout. I was just talking to Brigham, and I thought you wanted to battle.
Sorry, man.
No, all right. Me battle? Oh no.
We were just talking about the whole situation of people not standing on business enough today. It's just I just don't understand. Like, what else worse did someone say than to threaten to come for your mum and your sister and come to your house and not leave till you're dead? And everyone's acting like, well, we're kind of friends with her, so we're not going to say anything bad. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
And like I said earlier, and I said this is. I don't mean this in a bad way, but people like Torin, and don't get twisted. I like Torin. Like, I like a no shit approach, but the reason why Torin has to stand on business and saying, you know what, guys, and not get really involved is because of her previous actions. Because she can't call anything out to be bad, because people then turn it on her and say to Torin, oh, but look what you've said. You know what I mean? So I understand Torian's, Torian's side there. However, sometimes you still have to stand on business regardless of what you've done is wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you still have to say it at the end of the day. Like,
I think personally, like, the FYP shows particularly, if you're going to be an FYP show, you have to be able to tell the truth at all times and stand on business, regardless if people are your friends or not, because that's when it comes to being not an impartial FYP show. And you have to be able to stand and say, this is the clip, this is fucking disgusting what she did, friend or not, she threatened his life, she threatened his mum, she threatened his sister, you're a scumbag. That's what you have to say. Not play it and go, well, I like Alex, I like Pearl, I like Top Girl, so, like, well, don't play the fucking clip then, because you have no opinion. Like, it makes no sense.
yeah, I know, Kat, I know who's said stuff today. Don't worry, mate, I know exactly. Hello, Frankie, mate, hello. Oh, you good, man? No FYP called it out today, I don't think. Nah, I don't think it did, to be fair. I thought some certain people would stand on, but, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Let's be real. I'm not surprised, let's say. Not fucking surprised. I'll be real.
I was surprised. I definitely thought two other people would definitely have your back. I definitely thought two people would be like, regardless, if you're going to make threats to life, you're not welcome in my life anymore, especially against one of my friends. I did expect that. I really did.
I'll be honest with you, like, the threats to life is not the main thing. I think it was the great thing is the most thing for me. Like, everyone's been in life and said, you know, I'd love to kill, you know what I mean? I'd love to KO or double out that person. I mean, we've all said that probably in life, like in general in an argument, or you've said it in jest or something in life. Let's be real. But I mean, like, the great comments and, you know, like, I'll do this to you, and that's madness. Like, and I'm thinking, you can't condone that. Like, let's be real.
I just won't. Like, you saw me yesterday. I'm like, you're not coming in my life. You're not getting in my box. Like, we're done. Because at the end of the day, I work too hard to build a platform that is based on protecting women. So I'm not going to be okay with, like, any throw out comments about it. Like, it's not cool.
I said, when I jumped in yesterday, if he wants to do something, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't asked. Like, if he wants to meet up, I'll meet up with him. It doesn't affect me. Like, I'll be real. Do you know what the mad thing is? Everyone was just saying, oh, you need to be wary as Albania. Let me tell you now, not everyone from Albania is a gangster. It's not like everyone from Italy is in the mafia. You know what I mean? It's madness. Them sort of comments are outrageous.
People who come on live and say things don't tend not to do anything. Because why would you tell people beforehand that you're going to do it? It makes no sense. Thank you guys for the gifts. I will reset my gift card. Let's go.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, carry on.
Because I was going to do it before, right? And you might not agree with me, Alex, but I've got to say it, because when I've got something to say, I've got to say it. people have gone on like feeling sorry for Pearl, right? But I'm sorry, she's both of your friends. She could have stopped that before it had gone on her platform. Do you know what I mean? She could have just gone at the moment, look, I'm friends with Alex, I'm friends with you, I don't want it on here, end of.
Do you know me, to be honest with you, Cloud, she did try it once upon a time, mate. She like when I said it was all deaded, and I messaged Pearl and I was honest about it. I said the only thing I've ever said to Pearl about Top Girl is I messaged her saying Top Girl's going on again because Pearl said I spoke to Pearl and she goes, oh, at least all that's sorted now, like that's put to bed now, and I'm friends with Eve, both of you. And I messaged her saying, yeah, she's starting again, Pearl, like, you know what I mean? And that's the only thing I've said. But you know, it's crazy. She did genuinely try, but then in the end,
I feel like the same. I feel like if I jumped into Pearl's box and like my ex-boyfriend wants to have a word with Alex Brigham, then she just said, nah, not on here. Like, because she knew that her husband wasn't going to go, Alex, I love your platform, Green Hearts. Yeah. She knew he was going to say something. So either way, she knows there's been beef between you and Top Girl. She knows that Top Girl's husband was not going to say anything kind. So at that point, she should have gone, not here, not on my platform. Because what was the point of that? Why let him say anything when you knew it wasn't going to be positive? So I do feel that there is some responsibility there.
Thank you, Wee Devil. Thank you. It's just mad, man.
You better run your own, Alex.
Yeah, it's got to the point now where I've just said, and I got my community, and I've seen them ride hard. I ain't even gonna lie, and I know some of them are gonna. I know some of them are gonna. I know I'm gonna lose a few people, and I expect that. That's cool. You know, because they'll be a part of Luke's community and Red's, and just because I won't be speaking to them, they'll be going, oh, but yeah, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? They'll feel that they're doing Red or Luke dirty, and that's cool. You know, I appreciate that, and I respect that. You know, and do that. It's cool.
No, I don't think you're going to lose anyone. I think you're going to gain from being real. I think people. I think regardless, I think a lot of people wait for us creators to do the right thing. I had a lot of support in here last night for supporting you, but the people expected me to anyway. But my community had been fuming if I hadn't. If I had said last night, I sit with Top Girl, I sit with Brigham, it's not a problem, I would have lost followers. Like, people expect me to do the right thing. Just like they expect Red to do the right thing, and they expect Luke to do the right thing. People will actually have watched it and thought, what? And you've had so much support today. I have seen the Crypt riding hard, all different lives. I've seen green hearts everywhere. I've seen a lot of good support for you. And you have got to the stage now where you don't need anyone. You don't need anyone. You've got the Crypt, you've got your people, you don't need no one.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. Like, I've seen them, you know, even though like I've been quiet, I've seen them like defending me and stuff. And to be fair, normally I'm not easy to defend. I'll be real with you. You know, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes the things I say ain't easy to defend me. You know what I mean? But today was an easy defence. It was easy to defend me today. You know what I mean? And fair play to everyone. They stood strong and they stood on business. Thank you, AJ. But normally on a normal day, it's hard to defend me. Let's be real.
It's not hard to defend you at all. But I literally, I do think today should have been an easy one. Today should have been a clear who was wrong and who was right.
It should have been so simple today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, right's right, wrong. I'll call it out regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The comments.
Like I said, I had a conversation earlier, and I said, like, your mods are literally dogging me out. They're constantly dogging me out, and these people represent your community. And if you can't message them and say, what the fuck's, you know what I mean? This is my friend, my close friend, and you are dogging him out on a live, and you represent my life, you know what I mean? Just give it a rest. And if you can't do that for, you know what I mean? That's the bare minimum, innit? You know what I mean? Let's be real. That's the bare minimum. If your closest friend, you're saying that's one of your bestest friend on the app, is being dogged out, and they're a part of they're your mod group, then you've got to then say, you know what I mean? Fuck that, you know what I mean? You're my best friend. I'm not having my mods dog you. You're not getting dogged.
No, the comments completely support you as well. There's been a lot of love from the comments today. Especially in Clout's interview with me, we said you were the realist on TikTok and everyone was showing you so much love. I think you have the community most similar to mine, to be fair. I think you have people that aren't there for the drama at all. They're there for you, and they're there when you laugh and when you fall asleep on live and all of those things. And no one who's a true supporter of yours is going to leave. I don't think you have any of your community anymore from Red or from Luke. You don't need anyone else.
I'm just pissed off with it all. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just so angry because you know what it is. I don't deal well with anger. People don't realise I get angry and I get ill. because it builds up inside of me, and then I feel so drained and ill and sick, and that's why a lot of the times I have breaks, because even go, yeah, it's just an app. I don't deep the app too much, but when I invest in friendships or invest in a situation, I'm like I latch onto it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I latch onto it, and I think, you know what, that's genuine. And if I can't get my words out and I get frustrated, I get ill.
I said yesterday, I said, do not think for a minute that when Alex has time off the app, it's because he's doing good. It's because he's frustrated. It's because he's pissed off. And you can tell when you have a favourite creator and they take days off sporadically, it's because it's not easy. It's not easy when you invest in things, when, especially him, he does so much for people. He's so loyal. He takes the hate when it's not even his hate. He admits to doing things he didn't do to protect other people. So when you don't get that bare minimum back, you don't get the thing of just like, actually, I love Alex. He's done a lot for me. And today has been really wrong. Like, that hurts, man. We pretend it doesn't happen.
How you doing, Marie? You okay?
It really hurts. It hurts when the people that you expect to back you the most don't, or they wimp out of it. It's weak.
Where's Frankie's comment? I've only seen that. Like, can Frankie write the comment again? I haven't seen it.
Frankie just comes in and goes, "How old?"
No, yeah.
How old? I just think right now.
He knows I love him, sir.
You've got to focus right now. Do not leave this app. You've got to focus right now on the support you have in your community. The people that
do you know what it is? It's not. I don't. Like I said straight away. Trust me. It's not one of them victim lives where someone goes, "I'm leaving the app, guys," and all that stuff for like sympathy. It ain't that. But I'm struggling to see where I go. You know what I mean? I'm struggling to see in my own mind where I go, if I can rub shoulders with people and just be my own person and not say something. And I think that's where I'm going to struggle.
Yeah, I know. But I just think right now, if you need to say something, say something. And you need to, like, I've had to do it so many times, is you just like leave the rest and just concentrate on the people that show up for you every day, the people that gift you, that come into the lives, that say morning to you every morning. Like, concentrate on the love you've got instead of the outside fucking noise. You've got a whole community here. Like, if you don't go live for 2 days, my room is full of like 40 comments of like, if you spoke to Alex today, is Alex okay? People generally need you to go live.
Yeah.
Like, you've got so much. If you have to take a day or whatever,
it's just frustrating, honestly, because it gets to the point where, like, you know, when it's a prime example now, yeah. If I'm now, like, I do my own thing now, yeah, and I'm watching FYP or watching a live where they're talking about like loyalty and how loyal they are, it's going to be hard for me not to retaliate. You know, and I'll be there and I'm thinking, really? You're joking? Are you fucking joking? Like, and then obviously then I'll end up getting angry, and the only way for me to do then is to deal with it is to fire up a live, because it's either make myself ill at home and angry, or fire up a live and speak to my people. So I'll fire up my live and speak to my people, and then all of a sudden then it's a war zone, and I don't want it to be.
Yeah, the thing is, if you're going to be real on this app and you're just going to tell the truth about how you're feeling all the time, there will be little wars, but you don't even need to. You just need to tell your side. Like, if you're feeling angry rather than getting ill at home, come live and say, "This is what I'm pissed off about." Yeah. I don't hide from it anymore. Like, you used to like try and protect people and speak in riddles. You used to do my fucking head. I'd much rather you come live and just say, "This is how I'm fucking feeling," which you've done today, and you're entitled to do that. You're entitled to come live and say, like, "I feel let down. I feel like people didn't have my back." You're entitled to do that. Like, and you've got a platform, and people want to know what's going on with you, so do it. If it causes a war, it causes a fucking war. Like, people can't expect more from you than they're willing to fucking give. Harold, it's just it
Thank you, Jembo. Thank you, Hayley. It's just frustrating. There is some good people on this app. I ain't even gonna lie. There's some really, really good people, and even the people that I'm gonna be pulling away from, they are good people. I ain't gonna sit here and, you know, slate them. I'm not that person. Like I just said a minute ago, if people expecting to me now to message me and go, "You know what, let's dog them out, no, that ain't gonna happen." Let me tell you now, don't waste the fucking message, because you're not getting a response. I might even out it as well if you message me, to be fair. If you message me and trying to get me to turn on Luke and Donna, I'll probably even out it and call you a cunt. Let's be real. You know what I mean? Because I ain't that person. I ain't one of them flippy floppy people. Just because I'm angry and I'm annoyed by a situation, it doesn't mean I'm gonna turn and dog people, because I ain't that person. I've got no ill will. I don't feel bad. I don't feel like any like hatred towards them. I don't. I'm just disappointed, and I feel to myself where at the end of the day, I feel that if your morals and your loyalty don't align with mine, what's the point? And it's as simple as that.
You are entitled to step away from someone without it being a war. Like you said, like there's no hatred there. I just expected more of you in a dark time for me, and it didn't happen. So now I just can't. I can't pretend that everything's cool when it's not. You're allowed to be hurt. You do sound really hurt. You're allowed to be. I'm okay, thank you, Happy Watermelon.
Yeah, and
I know.
it's cool.
So, Alex, I'm going to say something. We talked briefly on this. I'm sorry, but people should be thinking, right, about men's mental health as well. Right, you've had time off the app. And the thing is, you know, we all like support women and stuff like that. If that was the other way around, if it was a woman being threatened by a man, there'd be discussions now. They'd be dragged all over the app. And, you know, it'd still be going on. We all know that this is true.
Men's mental health doesn't exist on this app.
Yeah. You have more backs than they have yours. And that's a stone fact, you know what I mean? You give much to them than you're getting back. Do you know what I mean?
You be honest with me now, right? Do you believe men's mental health actually exists on this app?
It should do.
I don't think
It doesn't.
No, I know. It doesn't. No one gives a shit.
Look how what's happened today, and then Top Girl's on a live crying. Everyone feels sorry for Top Girl. It don't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it so please.
And but no, it's not fair. Like, they should think more of men. It's just not seen. Some people do, like, obviously support it, but it's a strong like topic for me. Like,
do you know what the big thing for me that really annoys me is, you know, when people are on live and they're saying, "Oh yeah, I stand on business, I'm real," and all this stuff, and I'm thinking they're bigging up people in their live that I know that you've slagged them off the app to me, and I think to yourself, I sometimes bite my lip. I'm thinking, why are you saying I love that person when you've literally told me yesterday that you don't like them and they're an absolute see you next Tuesday? I don't do that, you see. Anyone that knows me, I don't do this sneaky off the app, slag people off and then be different on the app. You know, if I dislike you, I dislike you. It's just how I am. You know, I don't do that, but I've heard many people do it, of many creators and on many live streams, and I'm like, you fucking fake as fuck you are sometimes, and it grinds my gears. I'll be real.
I just think there's different levels of friendship on this app as well. Like, for instance, if I decided to go live and threaten Miss Red's life, I would expect you to take Donna's side because you've been friends with her for years and years and years, and plus I'd be in the wrong. So at that point, our friendship doesn't really count for anything because I've done something that's been that outrageous. So there's also different we are going to do some personality. There also is different levels. And at this point, you've been with Red from day one. So saying like I'm friends with both, that doesn't really answer anything, because actually no, your loyalty should fully lie with Alex because of the background, regardless if someone jumps in the box every now and again. And I think everyone else probably sees it exactly the same way.
And that's the truth.
It's Halloween one. Sorry guys, I'm not doing an advert. It's just literally.
Oh, thank you very pretty junkie. It means a lot, mate.
Yeah, no, 100%. It shouldn't have been a question today, especially because what happened yesterday was so outrageous. Threats to life, threats to rape your mum and sister. Like, there should have been no question today. Like, why would anyone want to be friends with someone who's capable of putting that out? Like, to be honest, like, I don't want my community around people that think that's okay. Like, I just don't, because I love my community and I want to keep them safe. And if you think that's okay, and I've got daughters, like, I can't be okay with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you shouldn't leave, Alex. You've got a great platform and some amazing people in the mods, Carmel and all them lot. Love the people. Lovely.
I've never done them. Yeah, of course, Bam Bam, you can ask a question. I just literally, when it comes to like what's wrong is wrong, what's right is right, I'll always stand on business. I don't give a fuck if it makes people fire up lies about me, call me this, call me that, go for me. I don't give a fuck, because I just want to stand on what's morally right. I've done things in the past, and I expect people to call me out if I do things wrong. But this has been outrageous. Like, you can't threaten people's lives and threaten their mums and sisters. You just can't. You can't cry afterwards, because I don't give a fuck at that point, because you're the one in the wrong.
Yeah, it just gets to the point. Like I said, I didn't want to. The thing is, I said to you all earlier, then I was live, and I said, you know what? I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be going on about the same shit. Next time I fire up a live, it ain't going to be talking about this crap again. So for me, it was left in there, and then obviously he decided to go live, and then he'd escalate. And I thought, you know what? And then I went live again. I thought, you know what? This is the thing. Some people just need this sort of content. Sometimes just interaction. You know, they ain't got no content otherwise. I can't be asked for this shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't understand, to be fair, and I'll say it loud and proud because I don't give a fuck. I don't understand why Pearl is not absolutely furious at her for doing it on her platform, friend or not, because I would be so pissed off if that was my platform.
Yeah.
Like I said to you yesterday, I was in the box with Alex. She came into the comments, Top Girl, and started trying to press box. I said, you ain't coming in here where he's in here, not after what we've done. And then she started putting laughing faces, so I said, get the fuck out of here. If you find this a funny topic, we ain't friends. Don't do that shit. Like, I literally, straight away, I'm like, nah. You've said what you've said, which is actually outrageous. Instead of coming in here and trying to be apologetic, you're trying to wind you up. You're in the comments and you scared Brigham. I'm like, fuck off and grow up.
Yeah. She's just a bully, to be honest.
Yeah, it's literally it's a repeat occurrence. Isn't the first time? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I know so much, but like I say, I can't say it because it's. I promise, like, you know, and I'm not going to break people's promises because that's the least I want is them to be bullied again. You know what I mean? I know so much. But like I said, if ever made the choice that the road was at the end, let me tell you now, she won't have no support.
No, she's a...
And I'll tell you that for a fact.
Right now, you've got to do whatever you need to do to keep yourself healthy and on live, and fuck everything else.
I've always said she's a bully, Courtney. Never liked her.
Yeah, it's the same old shit though, isn't it? Like I said, it's a repeat occurrence, isn't it? Casatomo, not misread. I got no issue with misread. I just can't be dealing with it anymore. I'll be real with you. This is not the first time. So for me, it's not. I'm not going to let it repeat itself again. So for me, I'd rather just do my own thing, you know. And I ain't going to slag her off. She's a good person. She's a really, really good person. Oh, you know, I mean, I won't say anything otherwise. Donna is one of the best people I've ever met on this app, at least. You know what I mean?
I think she's too kind. I think she's too kind sometimes. I think she's lovely.
Yeah, I do believe it. Like, she's honestly a really, really good soul.
I love Miss Red, and I've got a lot of time for Miss Red, but I do think, like, sometimes, like this morning, trying to keep everyone happy, like, she should come live tomorrow and be like, no, do you know what? Yesterday I was wrong. Like, the point is, Alex has been a really good friend to me, and regardless of who's my friend, what happened to him the night before was awful. Like, it was awful. It should never have happened, and Top Girl was wrong. That's all that needs to be said, because I'm sure if she heard you were upset and that, she would be gutted. But I could understand why you are.
Yeah, that's the problem, innit? That's the problem, innit? Like I say, we're all human. We all make our own choices. Remember, in life, that's all we have is choices.
Yeah.
Sometimes we make the right ones. Sometimes we make the wrong ones. Unfortunately, they made a decision today that's cost you a friendship. So. It is what it is, you know what I mean? And that's cool.
In what way, Miss T? Because if you watch Miss Red this morning when you say it wasn't wrong, she should have backed Alex and said it was disgusting, regardless of who your friends are, because it was completely wrong. But I know you go to Top Girl's live, so you probably think it's fine what happened, but it's not okay. And if it was your sister and your mum who got threatened to get raped, or your brother that got threatened to be killed, you'd feel different.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, where... You know, the people have been blocked for mocking DV. People have been mocked for mocking this. So are we just going? You know what? Someone should just apologise for saying grape. You know, I'm saying people should be graped. Is that a good enough thing? You know, is that just an apologist to go? You know what? I apologise. It shouldn't have happened. You know, not the doubling down and asking to repeat it and all this stuff and the premeditated recording.
I'm not coming at you, Miss T. I just actually replied to your comment. So don't be all dramatic like I'm coming for you. If I was coming for you, you'd know about it. I simply said, how was it not wrong when he threatened what he threatened? So don't come in here trying to cause beef. Like, this ain't Top Girl's live. It's ridiculous. Just block her out of my live. Just fuck off. Honestly, you'll know when I'm coming for you. I just think, like, a couple of weeks ago, Top Girl had a live about what had happened to Rebecca, how she was raped and all that. So she did a live about rape. So then you should not play a voice note about rape. Like, that's mad to me.
Can I just mention this because someone just said it in the chat. Both Pearl and Miss Red said it was wrong. Let me tell you now how I deal with this situation, and I'll be really honest with you. If my friend, right, no matter how close I am to him, had a pre-recorded phone message saying that someone should be graped and all this stuff and was played, they are no longer my friend anymore. I cut ties so fast.
Yeah.
If that person, one of my friends, even though I'm friends with them, says that friend's parents should be graped and all this, they are no longer my friend. There's no if, buts, maybe. Because how could I ever come on this platform and speak about anything ever again?
Especially when it's your mum. Like, your mum. If he tried to rape your mum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, for me, you can't just go, oh yeah, you deserve an apology. It was doubled down. She backtracked, doubled down, and lied about it. So, how is an apology like that person's meant to be close to you, but done that so much shit to you? Like, where do we stop? I know what's happened. I know too much of what's been said off the app as well. But however, like I said, I ain't gonna say anything because I have respect for people still. Like I shouldn't have, but I do. It's just annoying. The whole thing's annoying. So.
To be fair, I mean, Top Girl's had it in for you for a while. Let's go back to the Discord when she was... I mean, there's nothing in that Discord, let's be honest. But what was her intentions of showing Pearl? What do you gain out of it? Do you know what I mean?
To try and get Pearl to out and go against Brigham, it's constant.
Yeah.
It doesn't... Like, I said the same week, like, people kept trying to put out my Discord. That's my private Discord. And I'm not responsible for what everyone says in it. So you can out whatever you want. They were out in true crime posts.
Do you know what the mad thing is? And do you know what the mad thing is? And this is crazy. And like, don't get it twisted. I ain't bigging no fucker up in this life. Let me tell you now, I ain't bigging these people up because that will never come out of my mouth. But what I will, I'll keep it real with you. I had some more support today off Canadian Angie and Delusive Angie. That is madness. Madness. Let me tell you now. I had more support and people saying that it was wrong from Canadian Angie and fucking Delusive Angie. Crazy. You know what I mean? That's wild.
As well. I'm just sorry you've been hurt today because I can tell how you're feeling, but I just don't want people coming in going, Alex going to leave the lap, and I'm like, no, he's not, because I'll resurrect.
Do you know what it is? Like I said, it's not about one of them, like what most people do now, when they go, I'm leaving the app, I'm done. It's nothing about that. It's just like, I'm struggling to see where I go from here. It's not about like, I don't know where I'm stepping, because there's only one way where I step is forward, and unfortunately, every one of these people that I've spent a lot of time with is in my way. And it's either a me or them, and that's what will happen because unfortunately, because I wear my heart on my sleeve, if I'm seeing people go on live and saying, "Oh, but I'm really loyal to this, loyal to that," and then in my head, then I'm thinking, "Are you taking the piss?" Then I get aggressive, then and then then a minute, and in that second, I want war. I'm thinking, "You're a lying cunt. You ain't about loyalty. You ain't about shit. Don't let me open my mouth, and then all of a sudden it's going to escalate." And I'd rather just say, "You know what? Zip in my mouth, take a step back." Because I don't want to argue with people. I've had to spend a lot of time with these people, got a lot of love, I've got a lot of respect. But all I'm going to say is I'm struggling to see where I go from here. I ain't going to lie. I'm struggling.
I just think take some time then, but where you go forward is you keep building what you started to build. And you started to build something amazing. And you're doing it without anyone else anyway. So regardless if people are your friends or not, you still got your thing. And sometimes you just have to show up every day live. And just put one foot in front of the other, and eventually it will come like to fruition. Like you're doing what you need to do.
Today I've had a few people support me, and I'll give them shouts outs. These are people that have been around for a long time. You got like people like Just Nana. I mean, I don't know what Corey's really said. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I don't really know because at the moment I've just took a step back from the app and I didn't really see. I popped in there this earlier. I don't know what Corey said, but there's been Just Nana. You've got the Crazy Two. You know what I mean? Even Sophie fucking Bailey, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? And it's madness. Like, I've seen loads of people, but a lot of people, I ain't gonna fucking lie, and Jojo as well. Sorry, Jojo Misfits as well. I actually heard, I haven't seen, but I have heard that she called it out earlier. I know there's a few people, but I mean, genuinely, the people that was closest to me should have literally said, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up.
Alex, I've got a question here.
Yeah, far away.
So, ask about a live Top Girl fired up about 7-8 months ago.
What? How's he supposed to remember 7 months ago? We got more of a.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? I've slept many times since then.
Go on the chat, Hayley.
Bring cryptic.
Go.
Are they mentioning you as well?
I'm not dead.
No, he's just bring cryptic about him messaging girls. That was it.
About cryptic, I don't understand. Can you like tell me a little bit more? Because that's not really feeding me anything. I'll be
I know,
About when everyone was trying to out you for sending messages, when he was just messaging women, though, messaging you back, whatever that was.
Yeah, she started goading.
Oh,
they're saying that it started 7-8 months ago when she started goading you, then saying that you was messaging other girls. Is that correct?
Yeah, but the mad thing about the mad thing about that was she went live and said, "Oh my God, Alex is talking to people off the app about it. Put these poor women." But it all came out that I actually got found out that it was Top Girl that was telling multiple women my life off the app.
Yeah.
It was Top Girl that was doing it. I found out multiple people sent me messages and said, "Yeah, look, she was mentioning this person. She mentioned it to this person." So she'd done a live and called me out about it, but she was doing it herself. So all you people that are speaking to Top Girl and think what you've told her, she kept it to herself. She fucking didn't. You fucking did it. The people found out about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a fact as well. I can prove that as well.
Is there proof of what, Hannah? It's from TikTok shop. £6. I supported you today as well, Alex. You didn't put me on the list.
What was that, Hayley, didn't you?
I said I supported you as well.
You a fucking parrot or something?
Do not start beefing with me, Brigham.
No, I appreciate Hayley. Don't get it twisted, mate. I do appreciate everyone, but you know what I mean. I'm talking to you now, but I'm talking about the other people. You know what I mean? Like I did say earlier, like I know you've said things and you've had my back, but I'm talking about the people that I think they deserve acknowledgement because, unfortunately, mate, like because they have smaller rooms, people seem to think these people don't exist, and that's bullshit.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think you've had a lot. Have you spoke to Miss Fred today about how you feel?
Well, last time I spoke to her, I did say to her about mods digging me out and stuff like that after, you know what I mean? And in my instance there, I mean, a message should have been sent and said, you know what, he's my closest friend. He's had shit today and all this crap's been going on. Like, I don't understand why you're going for him. He's an innocent party here. Well, that wasn't said, so I can't be arsed. Like, it is what it is.
Okay. I didn't know that happened with the mods because, like, I always say to my people, not even just my mods, but if you're live with me and people are slacking me off, I just block them because I'm like, this is my live. I've chosen to go live with Alex. He's my friend, so take your hate somewhere else. I don't need to fucking see it. I blocked people in here before for going for Corey. And I've been like, it's my live, and if I want to go live with Corey, I absolutely fucking will. I don't need you coming in here spreading hate. Like, it's just a respect thing. If you don't like me going live with certain people, just leave the live for that time. I don't want to hear it, especially about my friends. It's and especially mods, especially because Miss Fred's got quite a big platform and like mods kind of represent her. They should be doing that shit, which they shouldn't.
That's what I said, and that's what I tried to say. That they're your representees. You know what I mean? Especially if you keep telling people that I'm your best mate on the app and all this stuff, and all this sort of stuff, or one of your best mates. You represent, don't you? You know what I mean?
It's unfair because you don't deserve any hate today. Off the back of like, I don't understand it. It's like I was on the documentary last night, so I've watched it. I was on about 3 times.
You know what it said as well? Literally, someone said today, they've gone, do you know what? It's a creator that me and them do not get on. Look, I'm not going to mention them, but it's pretty. You would understand who I'm talking about. Me and this creator. I've had a little bit of back and forth. Nothing serious. We just don't get on. We don't gel. We don't vibe. And they said, are you joking? All I've heard about is this person's talking about kids. Let me tell you now, right? From the profanities I've heard from that individual, and this is just from them, this isn't from me, guys. I don't agree with this statement. However, I'm going to just say it what was said. They said, I'm not being funny, if all this is off the back of someone saying, oh, because of you swearing and saying profanities, well, I never said profanities, but they're saying like swear words around a child, right? That you should have headphones on that child. And this person said blatantly, I'll be real, you should be fucking phoning social services, and I don't agree with that. Don't get it twisted. That shit I don't agree with. I don't think anyone should be phoning social services on social media. But like that's what their input was. Like at the end of the day, people have phoned social services for worse, for people speaking and doing that in front of children, getting you saying. Apparently, someone said she told a child to say cunt and all this stuff. Like this is stuff you don't do like on social media. You know what I mean?
Was she really telling
Yeah,
the
I mean-
truck saying the C word?
Yeah, apparently two different people said it from different lives.
You're one of my
Yeah,
mods.
there you go.
My mods don't lie.
You know what I mean? So, and that's what I mean. So for me saying that hopefully that child's got a headset on because all I'm hearing is cunt, dick, cunt, you know what I mean? All that stuff every 5 seconds. How is that there warranted? You know, Sam talking about children? That's not the case.
No, Donna said that she was in there 100% it happened.
Yeah, a lot of people said it. There's a few people that said it that ain't connected.
That's disgusting. Thank you, Karen, for the gift. Yeah, it's it is.
Apparently it was to do with Angie. Apparently she told a child to say the C word to Angie.
No matter who it's to. I'm off it. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course, it's irrelevant, and of course, but I'm just saying that was the context around why it was said.
Thanks for the gifts, guys.
That's mad, that.
Madness. It is madness, and let's be real.
Yeah.
It is madness. I'm sorry that you've been hurt today. I really just imagined this morning you were going to have all the support, and you deserve to have all the support because not only are you a really nice guy, and you're there for everyone else, but what happened last night, regardless if you take the threat seriously or not, it was terrible, fucking terrible. It should never have happened. It shouldn't happen to anyone else who is, you know, it shouldn't. No one should have their mother and their sister threatened to be raped, and no one should be told, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to stay there till you're fucking dead. It's fucking disgusting in any language. And the fact this app wants to try and take that and twist it and spin different things or say anything other than it's fucking disgusting, it should never happen. Wait till it happens to you and see if you still think it's okay.
Yeah, and people saying like certain things don't add up. Of course, it doesn't add up because it's lies. You know what I mean? Like none of it makes any sense. She tried to play the victim in So Sandy's live. You know, Gigi's friend.
Yeah.
She was in her live and she tried to play the victim that I started this, I did that, and I jumped in the box and literally turned the whole live straight around and called her out for all the bullshit. And then even Gigi said, "Oh, Top Girl, I don't agree with this. That's wrong, Top Girl." Like, because she spun a total lie in there and said that, "Oh, and it's only happening because he spoke on my partner," but didn't tell him the first thing that she started bringing up my ex, who accused me of domestic violence and mad stuff. You know what I mean? So. And I retaliated and I said, you know what, you're talking about my ex-relationship, my past relationship. I've heard your relationship from these people on the app that it isn't that great either. You know what I mean? So what's so bad about that? And I heard someone on the app saying about she was crying off the app to someone about her infidelity of her partner and stuff. So I said, he obviously ain't happy at home. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, people could say I shouldn't have said that, but it was said on an app. It was brought to this app.
I just think, regardless, right, if two adults want to have a back and forth, then say what you want to say. But when you're bringing other people off the app and putting threats to kill, that's when you'll become wrong no matter what's happened before. But I don't even question, like, what happened before, Alex? What did you say to her? What did she say to you? Like, at that time, when rape and murder is threatened, then I just don't give a fuck what's happened before. And that's how everyone else should be. It should have been like, I don't give a fuck what's happened before this. Last night what happened was fucking wrong. She used Pearl's platform purely because she had loads of people in there. And at the point she got in the box and said, Pearl, can my husband say something to Alex Brigham? Pearl just said, not in here. Not in here.
No, do you know why she used Pearl's platform?
Fine.
She'll tell you why she used Pearl's platform. It's because she really thought that night that she was going to have all the TPM lot and all Pearl's community support her, and that massively backfired instantly on her. Because even people said, with the TPM in the name, Pearl, you need to unmod her. Pearl, you need to block her. Pearl, you need to get rid of her. Like literally, they all turned on her in an instant, and that's where she realised she fucked up.
It just it should never have been a question of anything else. You know, and it's truly what's wrong is what's right. And death threats and all that shit is wrong. And if it happened on my platform, I would instantly have unfriended you because you don't respect me. You don't respect me. You've got no love for me if you use my platform for death threats. That's it. Especially against someone who's my friend. Instantly, you have dragged me into bullshit that I'm not forgiving you for because that is too serious. If you're using my platform to threaten to rape women, voice note or not, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's a quote off a film. I don't care if you recorded someone else's voice saying it. This is my platform. If you haven't got respect for me as a friend, we ain't friends.
Yeah, I mean, sooner or later, Pearl will see it. You know what I mean? Like, people will see it. Pearl will see it eventually. But it's like I say, it's too late anyway. So, you know, like it is what it is. Let them have that you know, the toxicity and the drama fest, and you know what I mean, and like Jodie and all that stuff. For she's all big and bad. The EQ minx looking div. Like, you know what I mean? Let me be real. I'm sick and tired of these people saying on that, oh my God, I went live about Alex because he mocked my friend. He called me my friend ugly. Let me tell you now, if I tell people the stuff that you've been saying about people on this app and their images and their bodies and their faces, Top Girl, let me tell you now, this app blows up.
100%.
So let me just keep that there, Top Girl. I know exactly what you've been saying about some of your friends as well.
I just don't think you can put calling someone ugly in the same bracket as a death threat. Like, me and Corey banter all the time. Like, he literally calls me the worst. He calls me chubby. He says my ass is too big to take a picture of all that. Like, it doesn't bother me. You call me a fat cunt, I don't care. That's just something you throw out there when you're arguing. All right, you fat cunt. It's not the same as a death threat. It's not even on the same level.
I know, I was saying that as well earlier. Someone just said she was been gifting Evil Queen today. And that's what I said. It's hilarious because in the instance, EQ said to her about she stands up against her children. So let's put this out there now. So she's saying about me talking about her kids, which I didn't. But then she's also gifting the person that said hopefully her children dies of cut death.
I know, and that's what I mean. Like, Top Girl knows she said that about my
and this is where the hypocrisy, was it the real account? It was out. It was 100% the real account.
Mad.
And this is the thingy. It's crazy, isn't it?
That's mad to me. Like, EQ read out my kids by name and said she hopes they never wake up. To that point, like, you will never sit around me. We'll never be cool. I'll never forgive you. Never. Like, you'll never be in my life. We'll never make it cool. We'll never just quit things. Never. Never, never, never. Like, gifting somebody who has said they wish your kids don't wake up is going against your children, in my opinion. Like, for me, if I'm ever cool with EQ, then I'm going against my girls. That's it. Because you wish them dead. So at that point, like, I will never, as a mother, forgive you. No way. Come to
it's
me.
Just mad for me. I ain't gonna lie.
It's mad. What are you going to do then, Alex? Are you going to come back tomorrow or not?
Yeah. Like I said, I'll speak to people in my Discord and I'll have a chat and and I'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, like, where is the point?
Let's do something fun tomorrow night, me, you and Corey. Let's do something fun. Shall we?
Yeah, we'll see, and we'll see what happens.
Go try.
I've got to go through a case now, but I'll catch up with you after the live. But don't be sad. If you need anything, message me.
Yeah, so no worries.
All right. I love you both.
All right. See you, Hayley.
See you later. Bye. I hate him being sad. I can see how sad he is. Like, I don't like it. It's really sad. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't think he's upset about the original thing that happened. I think there's just a couple of people he really expected to have his back. And it hurts, man. It hurts because I've told you guys before, like, there's so many times when he has stood up for people. He's taken hate. He's admitted that he's done things that he hasn't done because he's been trying to save other people. Like, and when you do that for other people and then the 1 minute you need someone just to stand on business for you, they don't. Like, that's fucking devastating.